And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. Before start the video, just make sure to join the community by sharing this video, by liking this video, and also the most important part guys is to subscribe to the channel. Support me, I need your support. Talking about support, if you need to customize your house, if you need any explanation about structure design, if you need any explanation about AutoCAD, Revit, Robot Structure, MATLAB, Midas, just hit me up. Okay, so let's start the video. Consider the last video to this video. You must see that we have made some change, some simple modification. Like if I go on the first level here, if I open the level 1 here, you must see that every balcony has a support. We put columns on each extremity of the balcony, right? On the left side and the right side. And I repeat the same process for the east view. Okay, so that means, right, so if you consider our balcony properly, you must see that it's a cantilever beam. It supports only on one side here, right? But the other side is free, right? It's not supported. So if you add more live loads, like moving loads on this balcony, like people dancing in the balcony, having power at the balcony, doing other activities on the balcony, this balcony might collapse. But since we don't have any much support on this balcony, but since you added two columns, so it's not like the function of this wall is it can be considered as a columns, right? It can be considered as a reinforced column. But to add these columns, you just need to go on architecture and then pick the function wall instead of picking the function columns, right? And have a specific dimension of each columns, right? Like if I click on this wall here, which has been considered to be a columns, right? We must see that the placement of this column, it has been picked accurately. It's not like randomly. Okay, so you have to know that all of the columns should be at the extremity of the floor balcony. Okay, and it's the same for the roof. Okay, if I open the 3D view, you will see that my roof has been supported by two columns. Okay, and I place them at the edge of the roof. Okay, so but if you zoom again properly, like if you zoom, you must see that on the balcony there's a reddish mistake that we did. Like it doesn't look more ugly, right? Because it's merged with the floor balcony here. So in order for you to solve this problem, you just need to click the floor balcony, just select it, and go on height offset. We can see our height offset is 0.1, but it's better for us to increase it by 1.5. And by increasing it, you must see that our balcony has been changed. Our floor balcony has been changed. There's not any trace of the reddish ugly color that we posed before. Okay, so this is how you can solve this kind of problem. Many people account this kind of problem, right? So just know how to solve it quickly. Okay, so now the main subject of this video is to change the frame of this window. Since all of these windows have the same type, then the same type, the same shape, the same color, I can just modify one, and once finish the modification of that one, all of them gonna have the copy modification. All right, so what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna just select, double click on one window. Okay, and then the only part that I'm gonna modify from this window is not the whole structure. I'm gonna only modify the frame, right? The contour of this window. Okay, I'm gonna just select the contour of this window. Okay, you can see the highlights, the blue highlights on it. Okay, and then here I can go and create function and then take extrusion. Don't use the sweep function here. You can use sweep function if you have more complicated design, but this is kind of too simple, right? So what I'm gonna do here now, I will design my balcony, my window frame. Okay, so to design the frame to this window, what I'm gonna do, I will pick the straight line function. Don't use other function unless you want to make it more sophisticated. Okay, but if I pick the line function here, and let me just start at any point, like let's start from here, and you can see from this point A to this intersection here is 0.09, like 9 inches. Okay, so I'm gonna click on here, and from here to here is 3.2, okay? So plus 0.9 here, it should be at least somewhere here, okay? Just create it like any specific horizontal line, okay, of a specific dimension, okay? But you can also use eccentricity function, or you can just like move the line unless at least 2 inches. So now it should be more identical, right? Symmetrical. And now I'm gonna use the same function, line function. I will take 0.3 here or 0.2, the same. And then I'm gonna just click until here and then make it a close. So now I can make it a close shape, okay? Then I'm gonna just go on okay, validate my modification. Then I can load into function. I can click on load into project. Now you have to find your project name. Your file is project1.rvt. Then click on OK. And then overwrite it to existing version. And then now you can see how it looks like. You can see that it's not over yet because we also have left part, right part, and also you have the bottom part. Okay, so now I can repeat the same process. I'm gonna repeat the same process, guys. So on the left part, I'm gonna also repeat the same process. So I'll use again the creation function here, and then I'll use exclusion. Then I can start designing. I can start drawing my my design. So right here, I'm gonna make this a little bit fancy. I'm gonna delete the first line, this line. Then I'm gonna create a flower design on it. Okay. So I'll go on. I'll use the start and radius arc here. Then I'll just pick a straight line. I will just pick here straight. I'm gonna zoom a little bit. I'm gonna pick a straight line with 0.1 dimension. Then I'll change the curve. I'll change the curve. Then I'll pick the straight line here, 0.1. Then I'm gonna pick another straight line here of 0.1. Be the same. Yeah, I'm gonna close the loop. I'm gonna just use a straight line from this middle part until the border and here, and then press validate my design. So I need to repeat the same process to the right part. So if I repeat the same, it's gonna be time consuming. So what I'm gonna do here, just make sure that you copy this part. Just select all of the elements, and then just click on copy. Then take just select one line here and then copy it at the extremity. It should be 90 degree, okay? Just zoom for you. Just click here, and then since this height is orientating to the wrong direction, you can just use mirror. Just select the part. Just select all of the structure, the element that you designed so far, and just go on. Mirror. There are two type of mirror. There's one mirror that you have to pick the axis, and then here. So one is for the drawing, and the one is for picking. So the better one is the one to pick, and then just click on this element, right? And then delete the previous one. Or you can just leave both if you want. let's just try both, okay, and see how it's gonna look like. You can just move it. So you can use the function move, okay, and then so this is how our modification should look like, right? So I just made something fancy. Like you can modify, you can change according to your project, okay? So this is my top frame. This is my extremity, like left and right side. Okay, and this is the bottom part. So this is how it should be look like from my point of view, right? But you might have a different point of view, okay? And if you load, so the next step, right, to make this modification to appear in your project, just go on loads, load into project, just click on it, and then pick your project file, and then just click on OK. And you have to overwrite it to the existing version, as I said before, right? So, and after it has been loaded, just go on 3D view and then see how it's gonna look like. And this is how it looks like, right? It looks more fancy, nice, but it's not over yet. It looks more how can I say shaded, right? How can I say look more dark. So to make it appear like to make it alive, you have to change the color. So because I don't know which kind of blue I need to pick, let's say you want it to be identical of the wall color, just click on one wall that you need to pick the color, right? The same color should be identical, right? So just click on one wall here and go on edit type, and then go on edit and select the material of the wall. I'm gonna just go back again. Then we can see our blue. This is our color. It's kind of blue. It's blue, right? It's a mix of green, 70% of green, 70% of blue. Saturation is 240. Luminosity is 33. Okay, so just you need to remember this. But it's okay. You don't need to remember this part. You just don't need to remember this part. Otherwise, it's gonna be hard for you. Just what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just click on OK. I don't want to make any modification. Just remember the name of the material. So the material is the exterior insulation. Okay, EIFC. Okay, and then just press. Don't change anything here. Just press on cancel. Okay. Then here, I'm gonna just click on X, right? And here I'm gonna repeat the same process and X. So now, what next? I'm gonna go on the view where I was modifying, modifying my stuff, my window. Okay, so I'm gonna select all of the elements that I need to change the color. So both of them, I think all of them, right? Both sides should be modified. So I'm gonna select one, press Ctrl on my keyboard, and I can add elements. I can add more elements. I'm gonna control it. Click here, control here, 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 and the top one. Okay, so now how to change the material of this frame? Just go on the left part of the screen, right? You can see the modification function here. You can see the generic models, and just scroll down until you see material and finishes. Just go in back categories. Just click on there, and just remember the material that you found before the EI. You can just tap it. It was EI. Okay. You see, you don't have that specific material, right? So you can you can change your own color. By changing your own color, right? So you just click on this part here, create and duplicate material. Just click on it, create new material, and they just say you want the material to be only blue. Don't need to add other material. Just click on blue. They just pick blue here, this blue here. It should be 17%, 70 here, and 70 here. Do you remember? 70 here. Saturation was 250, luminosity was 33. It's okay. I can just pick this stuff. I can just pick this one here, and I'm gonna modify later. Let me just pick red, and I can modify using a red color. Then click OK. Click here, and then I can load it in the project again. Alright. So you can see, right, the window looks like our columns, right? But I would like the window to look like my wall, like a little bit more identical, all right? So I need to remember this color properly because I use the fancy color, right? So I don't know how the mixture that I did. So it's just better to memorize the combination of color that you use for every element. Okay, so external insulation, the name is um, but let's see if we can find this specific color. So this color is blue. This color is blue. 120, 70, 120. Okay. All right. So I just remember it's 120. Okay. Let me just click on OK. Okay. X and X again here. Go back. Let me just go back on this material. Select everything again. I just want the top one to be blue. For obviously the top one and the bottom one should the bottom one should be also be blue color. So what I'm gonna do here, I'll click on finish and material, the defaults, and here I'll look for E extra doesn't exist. Okay, so I will pick, let me just change the color of this new material. I'll take this blue here, 120, 33. See first. I just pick any color though. Let's just take this blue here, or yellow, and then modify. So let me mix yellow of green, 80% of green and 81% of green and 81% of red. Then the saturation should be 250 and lume should be 38. Let me put 38 here. Then yeah, this yellow much more. It's not that bright. It's just like a little bit darker. So I'm gonna just click on it and then apply and then click on OK, and then I'm gonna just load it into family again, load it into project, and then OK. All right, so if I go back on 3D view, I think the red color is much better though. So this is how it looks like. It looks more fancy and more nice. Now the last step to finalize this design is just to customize our balcony, but I mean our roof. Our roof is not that safe, so I'm gonna just select the roof. So the roof is located at level 3. So I'm gonna open the level 3. I'm gonna go on level 3 here, and let me just go open this house elevation to see my elevation dimension. I'm gonna go in house elevation, and from level 3 to level 7 we have a gap, we have a height. So my wall, the support of this balcony for the safety and for this roof. So if we need to consider the safety of this balcony, this roof, right, we need to add some wall around the extremity of all of this roof. Okay, so I'm gonna go on level 3, then I'm gonna go on place a wall, architecture, wall. Okay, and I'm gonna pick, I will pick line, or let's just pick line. I'm gonna use the function pick lines, then I'll pick the line. It should be straight line. Okay, all of sides should have at least one line. And the last one is this. Okay. And then here, you should start from the base constraints from level 3, and then the top constraint should be on level 7. So it's correct. And then the height it should be in height way, like not in the width, but it should be height, like the height. The level 7, the location line should be wall central line. The offset, I didn't pick any offsets because it should be the same thickness. And the joint status should be allowed. Okay, then I'm gonna just click on nothing. I just wanna go back on 3D view. Now you have your house, proper house designed properly. And for the next video, I'm gonna start showing how to do the interior design. This is just the exterior. This is the view, the basic view of our house, right? And this is everything clear here. There's nothing that you need to worry about now. And if you need to calculate the strength and the overall strength of this building, right? So hit me up. I'm gonna show you using my desk or using robot structure. Okay, guys. So thanks so much for watching this video, and just make sure to join the community by sharing this video, by liking this video, and also by subscribing. And if you have any question, or if you need to customize your house, if you need any explanation about the structure design, AutoCAD, Revit, robot structure, my desk, Revit, everything, just hit me up. Okay, guys. See you in the next one. Take care.